Some journeys are not born from ambition, but from the pain of witnessing a wounded world. Walking for peace began in Venerable Tuệ Nhan's heart as a response to human suffering. In the long shadow of the COVID-19 pandemic, when sickness, grief, and separation entered homes across the world, he witnessed lives shaken by fear, loss, and despair. See, through humanitarian missions in Uganda and beyond, he came to realize that suffering speaks no single language and belongs to no single nation. No matter where they come from, people meet one another in the same fragile places, in grief, in loneliness, and in the longing to be held with love. And from that deep encounter with the pain of humanity, a vow quietly arose within him, to walk not merely with his feet, but with compassion, mindfulness, and an open heart, to embrace the wounds of this world and carry forward a living message of peace. From that encounter with suffering, the journey toward Washington, D.C. became more than a path across land. It became a symbol of gratitude, remembrance, and awakening. For Venerable Tuệ Nhan, every step was like a silent offering to those who had given their lives for freedom, justice, and peace. Yet this journey was never meant only to honor the past. It was also a mirror held up to the present, to a world still wounded by hatred, division, and the endless cycle of harm. In too many places, violence continues to give birth to violence, and human beings still hurt one another through prejudice, selfishness, and the need to prevail. What is most heartbreaking is that these wounds sown do not end with one generation. They are quietly passed on, planting seeds of fear, anger, and separation in the hearts of those yet to come. In this sense, the pilgrimage is not only a prayer for peace, but a wake-up call to humanity. Unless we learn to stop, to listen, and to love again, peace will remain out of reach. At the heart of Venerable Tuệ Nhan's message lies a truth, both simple and profound. Peace cannot be built through words alone. It must begin within the human heart. If anger, pride, and resentment are still alive within us, then no matter how loudly the world speaks of peace, true peace will remain distant. In his view, compassion is not weakness. It is a quiet strength. The strength to rise above, the instinct to retaliate, and to meet others with understanding instead of judgment. Our peace, then, is not something to be found somewhere outside of ourselves. It begins in the way we think, the way we speak, and the way we move through each day. Every time we pause in the middle of anger, soften our words, listen more deeply, or choose not to wound another person, we are already helping to heal the world. So do not wait for life to change before deciding to live in peace, and begin your own inward journey today by caring for your inner life and by nurturing stillness, awareness, and compassion in each moment you are given. And yet, the road toward peace has never been an easy one. Along the way, the monastic community faced exhaustion, harsh weather, physical pain, and unexpected danger. There were days when their bodies were nearly broken, feet swollen with pain, breath growing heavy, strength running thin. Yet they continued to walk, and what sustained them was not simply endurance, but a vow deeper than fatigue, the vow to carry peace into a restless world. Even more difficult than the physical strain were the moments of misunderstanding, rejection, mockery, and insult. But instead of answering hurt with hurt, they responded with silence, patience, and blessings. And in that choice, the journey revealed its deepest meaning. Or this was no longer just a walk across roads and distance. It became a living testament to the power of compassion, a reminder that kindness is not fragile and that a peaceful heart can endure what anger never could. In a world so quick to retaliate, their steps became proof that love, when rooted deeply enough, can transform even the harshest human encounters. When all is said and done, what remains from walking for peace is more than the image of quiet footsteps on a long road. What remains is an invitation, gentle but urgent, for each of us to return to ourselves. Venerable Tui Nan does not ask people to do something grand. Instead, he calls us back to what is most essential, to care for the wounded child within, to heal old sorrows, to loosen our grip on anger and comparison, and to protect the peace that lives in our own hearts. When a person learns to slow down, to listen inwardly, and to nourish gratitude, patience, and love, that person not only begins to heal themselves, but also brings calm to the world around them. And when many people choose to live this way, peace is no longer a distant dream. It begins to take root in families, in communities, and in society itself. So from this day forward, let us all walk with the heart, more mindfully, more gently, more lovingly, and together sow seeds of peace into this world.